Hi, it's Damien here from Anton. I'm going to talk to you about the CHCI, or Central Heating Commissioning Inspection Report in Sprint Mobile, also or previously commonly known as a CP20 that you may be familiar with. Okay, as normal, we go into customers, and this is where you will create the report from. So I'm going to use a little eye icon at the top of the page there to bring up my list of all the reports for this particular customer. I'm going to use the filter at the bottom, the inverted triangle, 3 lines there, and then that brings up my report. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to CHCI, and that then filters all the reports that I can actually use to create this report. And I'm going to use today just to sort of only then filter out the work I've been working on today to make it a little easier to find the ones I'm after. I'm going to use the 3 little dots at the bottom of the screen there. No, I'm not, sorry. I'm going to long hold on any of the reports and say select all, because I know that all of these I'm going to need to create, or I'm going to want to use my to import and create my CHCI report. And then I'm going to go to my 3 little dots and I'm going to say CHCI, so Central Heating Commissioning Inspection Sheet, second down from the top. Okay, a bit like the landlords you're probably more familiar with creating, we now go through and have our tick box exercise just as we do with the flue gas report. So I'm going to choose this as the flue type open sealed, and so on and so forth, and then click next. If I leave an area blank, so if I hit next now without filling any of this in, it will show me the mandatory stuff I have to fill in red, but the little analyzer icons at the side show that I can actually take this data from the reports that I've associated, the ones I ticked earlier. So here I've got 3 operating pressures, and what am I asking for again? Sorry, so this is the appliance inlet pressure. So from that list you can see the readings on there, and I'm going to choose the one that's most relevant. So this is my inlet, and then burner pressure 1 will be, I can either tap it in manually, or I can, again, if I've done an operating pressure, I can take it from there. So or a working pressure. Right, let's choose one. Let's have that one. Okay, it's automatically taken the gas rate readings. I've created one for this customer, and then again for my flue integrity test, I can then take this 3 flue gas readings I've got here. So I'll choose the relevant one that's flue integrity. I'll then choose my initial report. Again, these are fairly random flue gas reports we've made, but there you are. I've now selected all 3, and once I've done that, I can click next. Okay, then we get this page, and what we've got is, again, a checklist. So again, you go down and select yes or no or non-applicable as appropriate with the service you're doing. So I'm just going to put some at random here. Let's do a few more yeses, and then next again. Now again, we've got, again, a bit like before, it's a very big report this, and it will do a lot of different things for you. Yeah, a lot of questions we get asked, can we do such and such a report? And it's actually, they tend to all be in this commissioning inspection sheet. So a lot of it you can leave blank and not use. A lot of it you can fill in as you need. So I'm just going to fill in bits and pieces here. Again, you've got the icon here. So we've got a flow and return or differential temperature report that we've created in Sprint Mobile. Again, I can take that from here because I've got the icon. Yeah, I'll just hit next there. And again, I'll just quickly rattle through this. Let's say we didn't do any chemical cleaning or system cleaning, but if you did, you can fill in the details of the stuff you use and how much you put in. Does it apply? Yeah, again, I'll just rattle through this to get to the end of the report. Now here we've got, again, all sorts of things. So this is how you can build up the system and really give a sort of summary of the system. So anything that you have checked, you can go in here and then rate the condition, or leave it as not checked. So rather than having to go, you don't have to go into every one, but anyone that you do want to make a comment on, you can do, again, just by typing a few bits and pieces in there. But you don't have to put any writing in. But maybe if you've say check this, just again, I'll just go through and pick a few at random and make a few comments just so that you can see it on the form when we're done. Okay, and again, next. Again, I'll just pick a couple at random. You get the idea. Okay, and then we finish, and what it does, it creates the report. Now, again, it won't be on the list because we've got it filtered at the moment, so I'll go in, unfilter that, Click OK, and there it is, top of the list, CHCI. And again, a bit like the landlord certs that you do, it looks very similar. It's got all your contact details on, but because it is so comprehensive, you've got 3 pages now, with the sort of status of each of the components of the system and any comments you want to make on it. I'll let you play with it yourself, get more of a feel for it, but if you've got any questions, please do give us all a call. Thanks very much.